does that mean when they tie the timelines together again, we could bring in the mutants and we could bring in the Fantastic Four, and maybe we could even bring in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man or Miles Morales from somewhere? Like,
take a look at this.
Jesus Christ,
That
Charlie.
right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I've been dying to talk about the mail with you all day, okay?
hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. My name's RJ, and today we're reacting to Loki, man. The brand new Marvel series came out on Disney Plus. I've been watching all these Marvel series. They've been amazing so far. From WandaVision to Captain the Winter Soldier, they've both been incredible. So let's get into this one. Let's see what they got to offer. Let's see what Loki has to offer here. I'm excited to see Owen Wilson interact with our MCU with our Loki. Let's see what happens.
On my way down to coordinate search and rescue. On my way down to coordinate search and rescue.
I mean, honestly, how do you keep your food shoved? Stop.
Oh my god, this is the third time we're seeing this from Loki's perspective now. This is insane. It's so crazy how just different music can make a scene feel so different, because that felt so different from what it did when it was in Infinity War. I'm sorry, Endgame. I apologize. The Gobi Desert in Mongolia.
Hands up. You're coming with us.
Get out of my way.
Ooh.
You're now moving at 1/16th speed.
Oh
Feeling
my
all that
god.
pain in real time.
Okay, yep. So they're
Reset the
using time
timeline.
to punish people. That's pretty good. Holy shit. Holy crap, I like this elevator system. Just like, yeet!
Please confirm to your knowledge that you are not a fully robotic being. We're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul. Thank you for your confirmation.
Holy
Please move through.
shit, whoa, wait a minute. What?
What if I was a robot and I didn't
Yeah.
know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move along.
What happens if Vision walks through that? You're not a robot? You'll be fine. Holy shit, this is horrifying.
The Time Variance Authority.
Welcome to the
I'm
TVA. Miss
Miss Minutes. And it's my
Minutes.
job to catch you up before you stand trial.
Oh,
for
sweetie,
your
I'll give you
crime.
some iced tea before you going down.
So let's not waste another minute. Settle in, sharpen your pencils.
What the hell's
and
going
check
on?
This out. A vast multiversal war. Countless unique timelines.
Of course they use a
battle each
southern
other for
accent.
supremacy, nearly resulting in the
Keep it
total
trustworthy.
destruction of, well,
Whoa.
everything. But then the all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline.
So the
The
timelines were all getting
sacred
screwed up
timeline.
and colliding. This is so
But
cool.
sometimes people like you veer off the path the timekeepers created. We call those variants.
Variants.
Maybe you started an uprising, or were just late for work. Whatever it was, stepping off your path created a nexus event, which left unchecked.
You're
could
late for
rage
work,
on
sorry.
into madness, leading to another multiversal war.
Multiversal War?
The TVA has stepped in to fix your mistake and set time back on its predetermined path.
What are you raising your voice with me, Buckethead?
Bye.
Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
He's got it. I got my ticket, bro. Oh, look at the intro.
Positioning of the bodies indicates they didn't know what the hell hit them. And reset charge is gone.
That's the 6th attack in the last week.
Somebody's been taking
know of.
resets. Timeline
Wait, stand
resets.
down.
Stand down. Just a kid. Tu sais qui a fait ça? We're gonna put you back where you belong. C'est bleu là. Devil bearing gifts.
Kablooey.
Go ahead and run this for sequence period and any hints of temporal aura.
Oh my god.
The branch is nearing red line. We need to go.
Okay.
Red line. I mean, the comprehension there has got to be minimal from that the girl, but at the same time, I feel like you see this, you're thinking God, right? From that girl's perspective, she's
L1130, aka
thinking that those are the gods.
How do you plead?
Absolutely not. You have the wrong person.
Oh, really? And who should we have?
I suspect the Avengers.
What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping
Oh.
was not.
Oh.
How do you plead?
Guilty. Of this. Damn it! Why would it work?
Magic powers. They're no good in the TVA, Mr. Laufeyson. I sentence you to be reset. Next case, please.
Sentence you to be reset.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Is it bad? What does it mean? Hey, like you
Is it like being neuralized in
Will not dictate how my story ends.
It's not your story, Mr. Laufeyson. It never was. If you're thinking what I think you're thinking, it's a bad idea.
Okay, I'm just chasing a hunch.
I feel like I'm always looking up to you. I like it.
It's appropriate.
I like it. I like Owen Wilson's comedy in this already. I like it. It's appropriate. Owen Wilson, your new best friend. Morbius. Mobius.
Burn this place to the ground.
Whoa, look at this place, dude. Give us a view. Give us a pan. Yes. Yes, Dad. Oh, Owen Wilson, we have to do it. Are you ready?
There isn't.
There isn't any magic here. Whoa.
Wow.
If he says it in this episode, I'm gonna cry. If he says wow in this episode, I'm gonna cry. This is gorgeous. Holy crap.
That's not real.
It just goes forever.
It is, and unfortunately, so is all the paperwork.
This place is a nightmare.
That's another department. Now that department I'll help you burn down.
Whoa.
The idea that your little club decides the fate of trillions of people across all of existence at the behest of 3 space lizards, yes, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
It's absurd.
Let's get into this.
Okay.
Yeah, you just don't know as much as you think you know, I think is the reality of the situation. Owen Wilson's like, I know you're smart, but just understand what's happening right now. Like, we're living in a different, you know?
And then the Dark Elves attack the palace, and you think you send them to Thor,
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
but instead you send them...
Oh, Jesus. It's your mother and she dies. That has happened, will happen, and will always happen, yep.
You're lying. It's not true.
It is true. That's the proper flow of time, and it happens again and again and again because it's supposed to.
Yep.
Because it
Has to.
The
Like I said.
TVA Make sure of it. You weren't born to be king, Loki. You were born to cause pain and suffering and death. That's how it is. That's how it was. That's how it will be. All so that others can achieve their best versions of themselves.
Pretty much, yeah. Your ascent is merely a footnote in their ascent is the reality, Loki, unfortunately.
What is this place? What's your name?
Casey.
Give me the Tesseract or I'll gut you like a fish, Casey.
What's a fish?
How do you not know what a fish is?
I lived my entire life behind a desk.
But what difference does it make?
What else is in there?
What? Infinity Stones?
What?
How do you have these?
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights. Some of them.
God damn it. I think he's realizing that this place is legit. I think he's understanding that this place is actually legit.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
Is he gonna look and see how he dies? He's going to, isn't he? Yeah, you do that, man. That does happen. Will happen. Always has happened.
My sons, remember this place.
Father passing. Wow. Seeing Loki emotional like that, man, it's It's hard to watch, honestly, after knowing what happens to him.
I thought we were gonna fight side by side forever.
And they did. They fought side by side in the end.
Maybe you're not so bad after all, brother. Maybe not. Thank you. If you're here, I might even give you a hug. I'm here.
I'm here. He is. Oh God.
You should choose your words more carefully.
Yep. Unfortunately, Loki, this is where you meet your end. So fucked up. It's the end of the tape.
I don't enjoy hurting people because it's part of the illusion. It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
The desperate play for control.
You do know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
A villain.
Wow.
That's not how I see it.
The TVA is formidable.
Formidable for sure.
Why me?
The variant we're hunting is you.
Yeah. It's you.
I beg your pardon?
Well, female you, but it's you nonetheless. This is a really good spin if you didn't watch any of the YouTube breakdowns, though. This is a really cool revelation, for sure. This is amazing. Oh, shit. That most definitely is Lady Loki. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Holy fuck. That's not mischievous. That's just fucked up. What the fuck? Got the reset charge as well. Give us a look-see. Give us a look-see. Oh, they're not gonna give us a look. Wow, guys, that Loki episode was phenomenal. I can't believe how much emotional development they gave to this character, even after, you know, the obvious arc that he had from 2012, where we see him now, the 2012 version of Loki, to the Endgame version of Loki, dying at the hands of Thanos. The development that they gave him in this show was actually incredible, and I think they delved a lot deeper into the emotion of that than they ever have for Loki in any movie that they've done so far. Loki really got to shine here, which is obviously the point, but emotionally so, and in a way that I was not expecting. I was expecting Tom Hiddleston to be a phenomenal actor, but I was not expecting to be almost on the verge of tears in some of these moments. Seeing him realizing that all of this is out of his control, and the whole reason that he does all of the evil stuff that he does is to feel in control, was pretty heartbreaking, honestly. It was extremely heartbreaking to hear, because you always knew that, but to hear it directly from Loki is extremely sad. Now, a couple of the other things I wanted to talk about was the TVA introducing this whole multiversal war idea. I know a lot of people are probably going to hop on that and immediately think that this is going to set up for Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man No Way Home, and I think it is, but I don't think it's in the way that a lot of people are thinking of. I don't think Loki is going to directly lead into the next movies. I believe they've even stated this, that the MCU shows will not tie directly to the movies. However, I do know recently that Kevin Feige said that Loki has the most forbearance of any of the MCU shows on the MCU timeline. So I do believe what they did in the beginning, where they showed the TVA missed minutes talking about the multiversal war, they set it up so that when there is a Nexus event, we know what that is and we know what they're talking about. So if by the time Multiverse of Madness rolls around, Wanda is evil and she's causing some sort of crazy thing to go down to get her kids back, they could say she's creating a Nexus event. This is not good. This is going to cross all the timelines and bring together a lot of multiverses that didn't exist. And this is another question I have for you guys. Does this mean that there's only one timeline right now currently? Like, what they've been saying this whole time is that there's this sacred timeline, and I don't know if this is multiple timelines running parallel and they just never crash together or something like that. What it sounds like what they're saying is there's this one singular timeline, and anytime anybody gets off of it, it creates a branch reality, and then they stomp it out before it can go any further. So it sounds like there's only one singular timeline, in which case those other Spider-Men and any other like mutants or Fantastic Four or anybody that we haven't seen that's technically in another multiverse, do they even exist technically? Now this could be getting into the whole, you know, different dimension idea where it's like technically if these timekeepers can see in the fifth dimension, then time has no forbearance, therefore a timeline wouldn't necessarily show that there's different dimensions kind of idea. It would be one conglomerate, you know, just timeline. But it still is very interesting. It seems like they brought up a couple of times that there's this one sacred timeline. Just something I thought was interesting that I want to know down below. If you guys have any comments on that, let me know. Do you guys think there's just one timeline? Are there a bunch running parallel that they just can't see and they never collide, so they don't really need to combine those? Because it really sounded like they combined all of those timelines together into one. Which brings me to my next point, which I feel like a lot of people are going to be making with this. If there is a Nexus level event with Wanda Maximoff, which I think is what's going to occur in Multiverse of Madness, does that mean when they tie the timelines together again, we could bring in the mutants and we could bring in the Fantastic Four, and maybe we could even bring in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man or Miles Morales from somewhere? Like, they could get really crazy with this if they wanted to, if that's going to be the case. If it means that they have to take the timelines and squish them together, then they could do some really crazy stuff with it. Now that's all theory crafting for future stuff, but the reality is that that missed minutes moment really blew my mind and really set the tone for what's going to be going forward here in MCU Phase 4. I feel like with this show especially, we're going to see all of the different nuances that are going to be coming out in Phase 4, such as the Nexus events. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on was, unfortunately, I did get spoiled. I know that Lady Loki's in this show, and I have no doubt in my mind that she is going to be the variant that they're hunting down. They purposely did not show the face of the villain in this show at the end, because if it was just another version of the Loki that we know and love, it was just Tom Hiddleston, they would have shown his face. It wouldn't have mattered at all. Since they didn't, it's got to be a different version of the Loki that we know and love, so it's got to be Lady Loki. Unfortunately, that was spoiled for me. I don't remember where I saw it, but somebody had reported that the actress had signed on to be Lady Loki, and I think a lot of outlets had already reported on that. If you'd been following along with it at all, you would have known that Lady Loki was going to be in this show, and more than likely she's going to be the variant that they're hunting down. I thought the end of that was gruesome, man. If that is her, she just decimated all those people, man. She lit them on fire. That was really dark for a Marvel show. Anyways, guys, what do you think? Let me know your comments down below. Did you like this episode? Do you like Loki so far? The pilot episode, did it draw you in? Are you going to watch episode 2? Let me know down below. Comment what you guys thought about that TVA Miss Minutes thing. Do you think it's a singular timeline? Do you think it's a multiverse of timelines that just are conglomerated together? And then also let me know what you guys think of the whole Multiverse of Madness thing. Do you think Wanda Maximoff is going to trigger the Nexus event? Or do you think it's going to be Loki by the end of the show that triggers the Nexus event and causes No Way Home event, as well as the Multiverse of Madness events? Guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash a like, commenting, subscribing, all that stuff helps me out a ton. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.